for visiting the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified of future videos.
Hey folks, Dan Ryan here. Today we're going to be looking at the Leo Jaymz American flag HSS guitar that was suggested to us by one of our viewers, Steve Cameron. Thanks, Steve. Well, maybe I shouldn't thank you yet because I haven't looked at the guitar yet, but thanks for the suggestion one way or the other. So without further ado, we're going to see if we can get this thing out of the box. This is one of those boxes with the giant.
Careful, it's already torn over on this side. Let's get the ends here. From the bottom.
Yeah, that's why I had to turn it over.
Right.
But it's very
bottom heavy. The problem is you're going the wrong direction.
I just want to do this. And after that, hopefully, we can get this sucker out.
If it's not in another box, inside this box.
Well, what do you know?
You're going to have to cut it. Some of that really good tape. There we go.
Can I stab it?
Well, if it was a glary, I'd be happy. Cut a lot of that. What? It's a box inside a box inside a box.
Okay, I've never seen this before.
It's like a Russian nesting doll.
Is this some kind of joke on this? And they're all flipped, so you got to flip it over.
Oh my God!
Hey, there's a guitar in here. Well, at least there's a guitar case or a gig bag.
Right. Didn't even say it was coming with a gig bag, so.
And here's an electric guitar lesson book produced by Leo Jaymz.
Awesome, whoever he is.
And
his guitar is messy.
Music book for beginners, how to play the guitar, how to start to learn simple chords, simple songs.
Would you show that to the camera, please?
Yeah, as soon as I read it. I can't read it from behind.
Right.
So there you go, everything I just said.
Okay, there we go. Da, 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 da.
I was thinking more like the stripper.
Bow, chicka, bow, chicka, bow, chicka, bow, chicka, bow.
You always got to put your knife back in your pocket so you don't leave it behind. Okay, so
Could you brush that up in the box, please? It's a messy guitar, that's one thing. Low quality styrofoam, Leo.
he's talking to himself now.
No, I'm talking to Leo Jaymz. I'm not the only Leo in this world that makes mistakes.
I got most of it. I don't know if I got every single tiny piece.
Right. I'll somehow get that back.
Okay, so here's your little gig bag.
Is it padded? Or is it a raincoat?
Not so as you could notice.
Well, we have seen better gig bags, but it's not bad for free. It didn't mention that it came with one, so it's better than the no gig bag it was supposed to have. And considering that I'm the one that has to buy all the gig bags that don't come with the guitars, that's a plus. We got 3 of them right now that are missing gig bags.
Well, you know, give them a week on and a week off or something. So
Well,
they split up the.
Well, Dan, you know, my last gig was like never.
I wasn't going to mention that.
I mean, there's only so much entertainment you can get out of the House of the Rising Sun and a couple of opening riffs.
Don't I know it? If y'all suffer from fingernails on a blackboard syndrome, as I do, that was sheer torture right there. Okay, so it's actually kind of understated for an American flat guitar. It's kind of nice. It's obviously a Strat copy. Leo looked up the components on Amazon, which is where this was purchased, and it said the body was wood, which I'll take your word for it. So it's got a lacquer back and all the regular covers, you know, for the neck connection, and it looks to me there should be, maybe it's in the gig bag, there should be a trim bar that comes with it because it's got a hole for it.
Yeah, it comes in the gig bag.
It's 5-position switch, 1 tone, 1 volume.
There's your goodie bag.
Okay, so we got the trim bar, the neck adjustment wrench, and a cord.
And a pick, purple one, and a white one too.
Oh, and a kind of semi-tortoise one.
Okay, cool.
So 3 picks, the trim bar, neck adjustment wrench, you know, and a semblance of a gig bag. So looks like a maple neck.
It's a rosewood fretboard according to the
okay. So just because something looks like something anymore, I mean, we've seen so many maple fingerboards that look like this that it's kind of hard to determine. But according to the specs online, this is a rosewood fingerboard and this is a maple neck. So
headstock looks very Strat style.
yeah, well, it's obviously a Strat copy, and it's got the
And it's painted headstock too. Cool.
5-position switch. It says Leo Jaymz on the top.
Yeah.
So there you go. I don't know if that's good in the shot there, but actually a pretty nice looking guitar. I don't know if there's 50 stars in this field or not, but I'm not going to count them right now. So.
I don't think so.
So it is the HSS configuration, the humbucker being in the bridge position. I tend to like the humbucker in the neck position, but it can go either way, obviously.
It would be a SSH configuration.
I guess.
Quiet guitar.
So Anyway, there you have it, folks. We're going to stop now, and so our segments aren't too long. And I'm going to tune it up and plug it in, and we'll see how she sounds. So be back in a minute. Thanks. Hey, folks. As we were going through this little book that came with the Leo James American Flag Strat copy, we noticed that it's actually a pretty usable little book. So it starts off with the note values: whole note, half note, quarter note, eighth note, different kinds of guitars.
That Leo James makes.
I guess.
Those are they're all Leo James guitars.
Okay. Well, how to tune your guitar, how to read the chord block and play, what the numbers of your fingers are, assuming that you're a right-handed player, and various basic chords, which are very good chords to learn. There's position chords, and a little practice sheet. Jingle bells. One of the things that is a little bit weird is this goes from notation to tab. And there's, there's uses for both. And all these tab exercises are, they're pretty much beginner exercises. And they just tell you where to put your fingers to play major scales going up the neck, I believe. And then this is I think this was probably an exercise that whoever did the book created, called Pop Rock, and it's essentially a tab exercise. And then you get to hard rock, and now you're into actual notation. Does look to be in the key of C. Hotel California. More notation. It says section, so I'm not sure which section it is. I'm not going to check right now. This is Sweet Child of Mine. This is probably the intro that everybody's digs from Sweet Child of Mine. And this is something called Anatole. That's not a popular song that I'm familiar with. It could be another exercise that the writer of the book did. And blues. So there you go, the little music book. It's actually, you could get a long way if you just went through everything in this book. You would go from basically a complete beginner to almost an intermediate guitarist if you could do all this. So there you go, another valuable addition, including the gig bag, as it were, for the Leo James American Flag Strat copy.
Well, I'm just surprised that they didn't have any coloring pages.
Well, they do have one. It just says memory note.
I've been lacking in vitamin D lately. Memory notes is something I can't do. But
fish oil.
Okay.
I think I can't remember.
Right.
All right. See you next time, folks. Dan Ryan, Leo Ryan. So long.
Bye.
Hey, folks. Dan Ryan again. We've tuned this Leo James American Flag Strat copy up, and now we're just going to run through the pickups before we do a couple of little things. The neck is very chunky. This way, it's pretty typical, but up and down, it's kind of log-like. Not as bad as the glary, but somewhere in that area. The nut seems cut just fine. It looks like a plastic nut. The guitar is actually quite heavy, especially for a Strat. Even a real Strat I don't think is as heavy as this. But just a few extra details. And don't forget your guitar book. So now we're just going to run through the pickups. So we're going to start with the neck pickup. is neck and middle. Pickup sound a little bit thin, maybe more than a little bit. And here's the middle pickup. And here's middle and bridge. And here's the bridge pickup, the humbucker. Well, these are some of the strangest sounding pickups on a Strat copy that I've ever heard. Although, to be fair, you know, we have a humbucker in the bridge position. And so that, but I mean, that humbucker is just, man, compared to this, the humbucker, I mean, that's...
It does sound like the volume on the amp might be
There's
low.
only one tone and one volume, so...
I mean, on the amp, the master.
That's about where I normally have it.
Okay.
But,
And aren't those two single coils? They both look like middle single coils. I mean, they're kind of V-shaped.
no, it's just the cutouts are V-shaped. These are just straight
Okay.
single coils. Yeah, you know, certainly usable, but you know, something you're probably going to have to get used to if you're going to use this guitar very often. So there you have it, and we're going to stop one more time and make sure she's in tune, and then play a little something for you. So be right back. Okay, before we play this little track here, Leo had asked me to mention that the neck has what appear to be abalone inlays. Without doing some kind of DNA test on them, I don't know if I can tell you that, but they do appear like abalone. So this is going to be the Fusion Jazz Funk Guitar backing track, which I played all of 10 seconds. And this is from the Jam Tracks channel. And here we go. Let's see what we get. have it. The Leo Jaymz American Flag Strat copy. Not one of my favorites, playable guitar. The pickups are very, very strange. They're just kind of all over the place in terms of output, in terms of what kind of sound. Normally when you're going to use all of the pickups on a Strat, it's going to be darker, slightly brighter, slightly brighter, slightly brighter. This is the second position actually seems like the darkest position, but if you get one, you can make up your own mind. I'll tell you that this humbucker is about 3 times the volume of either of the single coil pickups. So when you get there, if you weren't cutting through, you will be at that point, because that sucker's loud. I think the pickups may be slightly microphonic, but it's hard to tell. I did notice when I was tuning it up and I touched the strings that you'd get an audible click just by touching.
Yell into the pickup.
Yeah, I don't want it. So
Works.
anyway, there it is, the Leo Jaymz American Flag Strat copy. And I just got a text. I'm sure you're happy to know that. Thanks to Steve Cameron for recommending the guitar. And I'm Dan Ryan. That's Leo Ryan running the camera. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified of our future videos. And God bless America, and we'll see you next time.